Your trading plan should not be a contrarian trading plan, right? And here's why. Being contrarian is losing you a huge amount of money and you need to stop doing it. If you're a retail trader, you've probably been in this exact situation, right? You see somebody, you see other people making calls and you just say, oh, I'm just gonna inverse them or I'm gonna do this other thing. And you find yourself constantly in this mode of contrarianism, right? Or playing devil's advocate. You're always trying to inverse people. So in this video, I wanna talk about why that is the wrong way to think about trading and exactly when you should be a contrarian, but more importantly, let's just focus on how to pass, not necessarily how to fail, right? You can't go forward if you're looking backward. For those of you that are new here, my name is Forrest. I invest in stuff I think that everybody should to a degree, right? Whether you are doing long-term investing or whatever it is, right? Anyways, let's get into the video. So you're a brand new funded prop trader. You're trying to figure out what is the best strategy moving forward, right? Should I be doing sentiment analysis and trying to inverse sentiment, right? Should I be following a bunch of people on Twitter and, doing the opposite of whatever they should do? Should I be doing what they do? Should I always be looking for reversals in the market and just catch those reversals? Because I know reversals are really, really, really big trades. The answer is no, you shouldn't be doing any of that, right? So your trading plan should not be a contrarian trading plan. Guys, as a retail trader, you are never going to have the best view on overall sentiment, right? In general, as retail traders, we can know when things are at maximum hysteria, and that's it, and that's a pretty good signal. What do I mean by maximum hysteria? That means that your mom, your dad, your grandma, your mechanic, and a guy who, sells eggs for a living is all talking about the stock. At that point, you know that we've gone way too far into greed, or the opposite, think of some other crazy scenario for fear, and that's where you can start looking for macro reversals. But the problem with being a contrarian, and the number one reason why people get smoked always trying to reverse the market, is that the market can be irrational longer than you can be solvent, right? I'm not the first person to say that. I know you've probably heard some version of that before. It's exactly why a lot of people are getting smoked or think they got smoked during a CPI today, and in general on these big macro moves where they're in a position where they think there's no way this can go any longer, there's no way it can go higher, there's no way it can go lower, I should reverse it. If this person is super duper confident in this position, they're typically wrong, so I'm just going to reverse them. That's another very, very dangerous trap that you got to look out for, always being a contrarian or always trying to reverse people, right? The way that you should trade is that you should always have a plan first, and your plan should be based off of some type of system. So if you have a system where 4 or 5, 6 or 7 different people all give some trade and it says the same trade, and then you want to inverse those people who have the same thesis, which is different than one random thesis, then that might be a system. Most of you though who are contrarians don't have a system. Most people don't have a system at all, actually, and I know because I ask people like, hey, how are you taking notes on your trades, or how are you doing this? And they never have an answer. And then they post, oh, my trades didn't go well today. And it's like, I act like I feel bad, but I don't, because it's what I expect. You need to have a system, right? You need to have some approach to the market. You need to have analysis, put that together. So let's talk about what that actually looks like, right? How do you actually fit contrarian ideas or reversals as a trading strategy? And what is the primary thing that you should be doing? Titus, what are you doing? You want to get out of here? It's my cat. Come here. Come here, buddy. Take a seat. Oh, I know, buddy. He's a good old boy. So how do you know it's time to reverse to market? One, you need to have a macro thesis. So let's say you have a macro thesis, you see a flag on the daily, and you think that the second leg of the flag should be a 200-point move. Cool, right? So there's this really big move. Oh my goodness, look at this boy. I'm gonna have to put my cat down because I'm pretty sure he's just purring into the microphone right now. Ain't that right, buddy? Love him so much. So you have a macro thesis and you think that a flag is gonna form and there's gonna be a second leg to the flag on the daily time frame. So you have a higher time frame macro thesis. Then you go and look into the market. You're very, very sure of it, right? The volume supports this. You go on to Wall Street Bets and you see a guy post a long write-up on why the market's gonna go down. And then a ton of people agree with him. But you're looking at the market and you're pretty sure it's gonna go up. You're very, very sure it's gonna go up. This is where it makes sense to be a contrarian, right? You have already done some analysis that is contrary to what a lot of retail thinks. Retail traders in general are notoriously bad. And so they typically are trading in the wrong direction, right? They're the opposite. You want to be contrarian to retail sometimes. Now, there's always gonna be a period of time where people are right or they catch moves, which is why you don't want that to be the first layer of your analysis. And if this sounds confusing, just think of it like this, right? Basically have a plan and then look for sentiment to confirm that plan or for confluence, right? So plan, confluence. So you need some analysis that's not based off of other people's opinions, and then you can look at other people's opinions to confirm or deny that analysis, regardless of what it is, right? And it depends on who they are. Another really interesting thing that people will do is they will come into our Discord, right? And they will see people who are profitable, who are consistently profitable, and they'll try to inverse those people because they're stuck in a contrarian mindset. Now, this isn't a call out to, it's kind of a call out to some of those people, but everybody, I see this all the time, right? It happens all the time. Stop looking for someone to make a mistake because that person's analysis isn't based off of what you're thinking, right? They've already come up with a plan, they're sharing it, consistently profitable. Stop trying to inverse them or look for them to be wrong in some big way, like you're gonna catch a move, because it's just not gonna happen. The other thing you have to be careful too, let's say you're a consistently profitable trader and there's somebody who is consistently wrong, right? This is something we talk about today. There are some people in the world that we know are consistently wrong, but your thesis can't be based just off of what they say. You need a plan first. You have to figure out why is this person always wrong and understand that a broken clock is right twice. And so if you make the mistake not analyzing the market first, getting lazy, not coming up with a thesis or a price target on the higher time frames, eventually that person's gonna, refill their bags because they got their 1 out of 100 hits, and you could lose in a big way if you get stuck in that trading mode. Here's another thing that retail will do very often. Let's say that we're in a macro downtrend, right? The market's been going down, it's been going down, it's been going down, it's been going down, and you're just like, man, I want to go short. I missed that short. Okay, I think I want to go short. I missed that short. Okay, I think I want to go short. I missed that short. You know what? There's no way it's going to go lower. I'm going to go long. I'm going to go long. And there's a mixed bag of emotions there. It's ego, it's fear of loss. It's feeling like because it's went down so much, there's no way it's going to continue to go down. But that's just not the case. The market is telling you what it wants to do, right? Sellers are in control. CVD is at negative 22K. That's cumulative volume delta. It's level 2. You can use Bookmap. Great tool. Check it out. There's all this information that there's going to be continuation to the downside, but you're trying to be a contrarian. You're trying to catch this one big move and be first. And there's a story in your head, and I know there is because I've been there and everybody's been there, of why you're doing this. You're just not realizing this is all happening in your subconscious. You're trying to have this really big win to show something. Stop doing that, right? Just get into some micros, get into a small swing position, and just ride the wave. Ride the wave, reap in the profits, or don't trade at all. Take your foot off the pedal, just let the market do what it does, and wait until you can approach it with much less emotion. A lot of you who are stuck in a contrarian mindset are stuck in a perpetual emotion cycle, and you can't get out of it, right? Because of ego, consecutive losses, things like that, and you're trying to prove something to yourself, you're trying to prove something to others. The market really isn't about proving anything. It's about just making money. That statement that I just made is a big reason why I don't participate in a lot of forums or things anymore. A lot of it is a waste of time, and very few people have anything useful to say. People aren't making money. They're not posting macro analysis and trades that end up being right in some way. They can't explain multiple theses at once, why it might go up, why it might go down, what the different price targets are going to be. Just ignore it. It is not worth the time. I don't even consider things from people who give crappy explanations anymore. It's honestly just a waste of time. And don't feel the need to prove yourself to those people, guys. Silly. Just see if the trades work out, things that they show work out. Seems like good analysis. Then you can start to listen. Went on a tangent there. But yeah, stop being a contrarian. It's not a good trading style. Instead of trying to reverse the market all the time, all right, have a plan, have a thesis, figure out where the market is going to go. Say you miss the entry on it going that way. Once it hits your initial price target, then you take the reversal. Once it hits your price target, then you take the reversal. Don't reverse it because you feel like it can't go further. Reverse it once it hits your price target, because that makes sense, and it probably is going to take a little relief bounce, maybe do a little fib retracement. That happens all the time and is actually a smart way to trade. So if you miss the trade into your trade target, take the fade out of your target for a little scalp or even a bigger hold, but base that off some analysis, not just there's no way it goes further. Anyways, that is it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. My name is Forrest. I invest stuff. You should too. Check us out in Discord. Really good week so far. A lot of people getting payouts. I made 30 grand today in options. Really great day. If you want to ask me questions, you shoot me a DM. A lot of people DM me on Discord now. You can add it in the comments wherever you are. I will add you. If you send me a DM on Instagram, I'm probably not going to respond. That's the one place where I really just don't check my DMs is on Instagram. I literally see them like 6 weeks late, guys. I'm sorry. That's just like, I just talk to people I know there. If you want to reach me, Discord. Anyways, peace.